Morning, Daniel. How are you doing today?
Morning, Mr. Price. Just enjoying the peace and tranquility of this maximum security psychiatric ward. Naturally. With only my own thoughts for company. I call that some kind of paradise, don't you, Mr. Price?
You know why you're here, Daniel. You know why you're in a secure unit. We have good reason to keep you away from the other patients. Now, last time I was here, we were talking about your childhood. Things you regretted, things you wish you could change. Do you have anything to say on this matter?
I try not to think about my childhood. It's all a bit of a blur, really. Just lots of noise, lots of shouting and drama. And it means nothing to me.
Are you sure there's nothing you wish to carry on talking about this subject?
You mean what regrets I might have? I regret not seeing things as they really are right from the very start.
What do you mean by that?
I lived an illusion my whole life, Mr. Price. And so have you. Even now I could see how easy it would be to slip into their delusions, leaning on the crutches of false hope. But I reject that kind of dishonest happiness. These animals working all hours of the day for little pieces of green paper, accumulating as many material possessions as they can manage just to inject some meaning into their pitiful existences. I may be here physically in this prison, but my mind is free.
So you are enlightened then, Daniel, while the rest of us are asleep.
They exploit our human nature. I've been watching them for years now, and I understand. I understand how they work. And that's why they put me here. They realized I've been watching them. I became a government health risk, dangerous to their existence.
We've talked enough about this now, Daniel. We've spoken about this before and nothing ever good comes from this.
So what do you want to talk about then, Mr. Price?
Dr. Price. Why do you keep referring to me as Mr. Price? My name's Dr. Price.
Why should I call you doctor? Doctor's just a label, an ideological status that by society's dictation gives you authority over me.
I have no authority over you, Daniel. Doctor is a term of respect. We both have equal and valid opinions in this space. Why don't we talk about the incident? The incident that brought you here in the first place. You do know why you're here, don't you, Daniel?
Alright, for fuck's sake, I'll do it! Alright, for fuck's sake, I'll do it!
There is one thing that's always stuck in my mind, you know. About my childhood, that is.
We used to have this little puppy when I was a boy. Every day after school, I'd watch it play and run around the house. And I used to think, something so small in this massive house. Every day, new things to play with and new places to explore. I used to get quite jealous of the little puppy because he looked so happy and content at the end of the day. Then one day he just stopped playing. You'd only ever see him eating or laying in his little bed sleeping. We couldn't let him out of the house because we lived right next to this main road. And I began to feel pretty sorry for him. Trapped in that house, it became his prison. So one day, I pulled him out of his little bed and I opened the door just to let him out into the garden. I only wanted to leave him out there for a few minutes, just to see if he'd start playing again. I felt terrible for weeks. All I could think about was his little face.
But I didn't feel guilty, because I knew in the last moments of his life, he was happy, and he was free.
Perhaps a reflection of your own circumstances. Yeah, you never actually answered the question. You do know why you're here, don't you?
Because I didn't pay my taxes. Oh no. It's because I'm crazy, isn't it? Maladjusted, I think, is a scientific term for it. But the truth is, Doc, I'm no more crazy than you or any of these other doctors. The only difference between me and you is that you chose to have an identity while I did not. I see this whole fucking world for exactly what it is. One long queue, everybody waiting to be told who they are and what they're meant to do. Think about it, Mr. Price. Humanity, the whole fucking human race, we've become useless. They don't need us anymore. We live in a world that's automatic. Every person assigned with one pointless and meaningless task that a computer could do 100 times as fast than they could ever wish to do. And then they wake up one day, and they're in their 50s, and they wondered what the fuck happened. So why are we here then, Mr. Price? Why are we here? Because we're consumers, because we buy things. A nice new house, a car with built-in satellite navigation, a 500-inch plasma television, voice-activated DVD players, battery-powered sex devices. Buy these things, Mr. Price, and you are a good citizen, a valued member of society. If you don't buy all these things, if you don't queue up in the supermarket every single day, if you don't sign up to an online shopping account, if you don't go to IKEA every single fucking weekend, then you become crazy! And that's the truth of it. Take advertisements, for example. All your fears and all your desires wrapped up in a 20-second package and then sold back to you. Everything is tainted with sex. From the motor car advert that says to you, subconsciously, buy this car and all your sexual desires will be fulfilled. Or the toothpaste advert that says, have clean, shiny white teeth before you can go down on your boyfriend. Daniel. Visa card, MasterCard, the key to happiness. This world you live in, Mr. Price, it's not real, it's fake. Don't you understand this? They control everything. Everything you think, everything you desire, everything you want to be. They control everything. Don't you understand, Mr. Price? Daniel! You don't understand it, do you? You don't understand it. Most people never do. Most people are too terrified to change. Because once they realise what's really going on, man, there's no going back.
Take your time, boys.
Get the fuck off of me!